It has this really beautiful detail to the end of your work with a contrasting color. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the crow's foot edging. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4 in 2 different colors. So to show you a sample of this design, you need to start with a multiple of 5 plus 1. I have started with a chain of 16 as my foundation chain. And now for row 1, we are going to create single crochets all the way down the foundation chain. So to do that, we're going to skip the first chain and into the next do a single crochet. And then you want to do 1 single crochet into each chain all the way down. So do that and I'll see you when you're done. Okay. I just did single crochets all the way down the foundation chain. Now we're going to move on to row 2. You want to chain 1 and flip your work. And now we're just going to work single crochets all the way down again. So into each one of the stitches, you insert your hook, grab the yarn and create a single crochet into each one of the stitches. Do that all the way down and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just finished row 2 here, doing 1 single crochet into each one of the stitches. I'm going to do this twice more. So repeat row 2 twice more, just to add a little bit more height to this. So I'm going to do row 3 and 4, just like I did row 2, and I'll see you when I'm done that. Okay, so I'm almost done row 4 here. I just want to show you that at the end of this row, I'm actually going to be changing colors because the next row we do is going to be row 5, and that's going to be where we add that detail. So I'm going to grab my color B, and I'm going to fold it with a tail, leaving a long tail to weave it in. And before I close off my single crochet of the last single crochet of row 4, I'm going to grab my new color and then pull it through and close off my single crochet like that. You can go ahead and cut off your color A as you're not going to need it anymore. Okay, so now with our new color B, we are going to start row 5. This is where we add the detail. So we're going to chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So here is 1 and here is 2. Now we are going to work something called a spike cluster. And the way we're going to do this is what's going to add the detail to the front of the fabric. So we want to go to the side of the next stitch 2 rows ago. So the next stitch is technically this one, but underneath is a single crochet from row 3. You want to go to the right, below, and to the left of that stitch. So let me show you. First, we want to identify the stitch. So this is my next stitch. The one below is this one, correct? I want to go to the right of that stitch, which is the space between the single crochets. So there. And now grab the yarn and pull up a loop to the height of the current row. So you're to the right of the stitch right now. Now you want to go below the stitch. So the space between row 3 and row 2. Below the stitch, you insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull up a tall loop to bring it to the current row height. And now you want to go to the left of the stitch. So the space between the single crochets to the left of it. And then you bring up a loop. Now, it's just important to know which stitch you're currently working of the current row, which is this one here. So into the next stitch, not the one that you're currently working technically, but the one after, you're going to insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull up another loop. And right now you should have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all of the loops. Oh, there we go. I almost lost my yarn there. That's what you want to do. Now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to do 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So here is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now that's the repeat. You can go back to the beginning of it by doing the spike cluster to add that little detail there. So let me do that again. This is my next stitch. The one below it is this one here. They're a little bit to the side, right? They're not like directly below it. So it's to the left of the stitch of the previous row. It's this one here. I'm going to go to the right of it, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Now I'm going to go below it. I can also pinch my work with this finger here to make sure that I don't lose the yarn that I need. I go below the stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Then I go to the left of the stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. And now I go to the next stitch, which is, so not this one, but the one after. It's easier if I put up my work like that. And then grab the yarn and pull up a loop. I'm going to have 5 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through all 5. And now we chain 1. And now we go ahead and do a single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am running out of stitches here, but you just continue to repeat this. Technically here, if you're at the very end, so I'll be doing my last spike cluster. So basically you're just going to continue this repeat all the way down, making those spike clusters and then those 4 single crochets all the way down. So you want to repeat all the way, and then at the end you're just going to do 2 single crochets at the very end to have 2 on either side. So here I have 2, and then here I'm going to do my final 2. That's 1. And that's 2. Now you can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. And the way that you're going to see this is like this. Like the way this is working is, this is the bottom of the work. And that's where you want your detail to go. Okay, and here you have it. This is super cute. It's a really nice way to add kind of like a little leaf almost, or like a little hedge at the bottom of your work. Obviously using a different color adds that kind of effect. So you got to make sure that you use 2 colors. And the cool thing is you can add as many as you want all the way down. You don't necessarily have to follow the 4 single crochets in between if you wanted to add more along the way.
Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.